Welcome to another art lesson. This art lesson is going to be based around the artist Geogia O'Keefe. So Geogia O'Keefe was born in 1887, and by the age of 12 she knew that she wanted to be an artist. So she is best known for drawing flowers and other pieces of nature, but rather than just doing a direct copy, she always wanted to sort of add her own flair to it. So whereas a flower might be, I don't know, blue, she might want to add her own little flavour in by adding a bit of purple in. So she's best known for drawing pastels, in particular watercolours, but what we're going to do today is we're going to draw a flower in the style of Geogia O'Keefe. So I'll show you a tutorial, so don't worry about that. So I'll show you how to draw it in pencil, how to colour it in pencil crayon, and how to colour it in pastels if you do have pastels at home. So for this activity, all you need is a sharp pencil, an eraser, a sharpener, piece of plain paper, and either pencil crayons or your oil pastels. So the first step is the same for both pastel and pencil crayons. You need to get your sharpened pencil and you need to draw the outline of your flower. Geogia O'Keefe is very famous for making large flowers so they go off the page. So as you can see, you start off from a centre point and then you draw your petals outwards, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't all fit onto the page. Okay, so I'll go over if you want to use pencil crayons first. So the first step is to select the colours you are going to use. So you need to either use warm colours or cool colours. So that means either using blues and purples if you're going to use cool colours, or if you're going to use red, oranges and yellows like I've done if you want to use warm colours. Your colours need to get either slightly cooler or slightly warmer. So if you're using colours like I've done, you need to use yellows, then a slightly dark yellow, then a light orange, light red, dark red. So you should have a gradient going through, slowly getting darker. So the first step is going to be to choose your lightest colour, and then you're going to go through your design and slightly shade in the side of one petal using the light colour. As you can see, you need to use the side of your pencil, not the point, because you don't want any lines to show. Next, you need to pick the next darkest colour as you're going through. So if you've used a really light yellow, then you'd use a slightly dark yellow, and then you're going to follow the shape of the petal again, just shading again by using the side of your pencil crayon. This will carry on all the way through the different colours until you get to the very darkest colour. So for me it was dark red, which you're going to go over this very right side of your petal. So you should be going from left to right, light to dark. And finally, you need to do your background colour to make your flower stand out. So if you've used warm colours for your flower, then you need to choose a cool colour like blue or light purple for your background like I've done, or if you've used light cool colours for your flower, then you need to use a warm colour. Okay, so this one will be if you're using the pastels. So you still need to decide whether you want to use warm colours or cool colours. So for the warm colours, as you can see, I've used a light yellow, slightly dark yellow, a light orange, slightly darker orange, then going all the way through to dark red. The important thing about oil pastels is you don't need to be neat when you are using the oil pastels, as I'll show you later on. So as you can see, I first of all started off with the light yellow. You just have to roughly go over the left side of each petal. As I say, it doesn't matter if it's neat or not because you can correct that later. Then, as you can see, you go through the spectrum, so you go from light yellow to darker yellow to light orange to darker orange to red, so you should be going from light colour to dark colour as you go from left to right on the petals. Again, this can be rough. Okay, now is for the rough, messy bit. So you're going to use a finger and you're going to go across each of the colours and blend the two shades of pastel together. So what you want to do is have a light shade slowly going into the darker shade of yellow, slowly going into the the orange, the light orange, and as you can see you should have a slight change in the colour as you go across the petals. Try to use a different finger for each colour just so you don't blend colours that you don't want to blend. Now you can leave your picture there, but if you want to create some definition for your petals, take the black pastel and go around the edges of your petal. This needs to be a little bit neater, and then you're going to use your finger again to rub the black slightly just to take the edge off it. So you're going to slightly blend the black into the colour, but you need to be really careful that it doesn't overpower the lighter colours. Okay, so now you need to use a pastel for the background. So if you've used warm colours for your flower, you need to pick a cool colour pastel. So if you've used warm colours, then you need to use a blue. If you've used cool colours, then you need to pick a light yellow or an orange. And quickly, and I say roughly, go around the background of the flower and then use a different finger to rub the colour in. So that is the end of this art lesson. Let me know which one you prefer, whether you prefer the pencil crayon or the oil pastel flowers, and I hope you enjoyed it.